Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our second game here. Day 3 of the qualifiers. We got Indecision versus Team Fresh, and already a Soraka ban coming in from Indecision. So they don't want none of that silence in this game. They want to be talking.
You know, wise man once told me bananas OP, so you definitely got to watch out for those. Come up on the worst occasions. I imagine these bans are way too random. Oh, the Draven ban does come out. They must have seen the last game, but I'm very curious if Indecision must have done their homework. These bans seem too random to just pop out. The Yasuo we see once again must be something that they're not a big fan of. Skarner being banned.
These target bans coming into Indecision, and they saw them in the first game, and they don't want to be facing that. I mean, Skarner is I think you want that to be a pretty standard ban, I think, in most games right now, as it is pretty broken. I will say that. Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm actually surprised they didn't get banned last game. We do see the Warwick coming out. I do believe that they actually just won with the Warwick pick, so definitely taking that out. And the Fizz ban does come out. Not sure if that's a target ban or just general dislike of the champion.
First pick Victor coming in. I think that's going to go into Kelthice in the mid lane, but
was banned last game against them, so it must have been targeted at him, not giving him that away. But we do see the Malphite picked up. I'm curious to see if this goes jungle.
But it locked in. I know we saw a Malphite in one of the Group G games.
I do believe Dignitas ran it in the mid lane. We'll have to see if people were keeping tabs on it or not. But Lulu as well locked in. That's two good flex picks, however, though.
And that's 3 of the champions Indecision used in the last game, taken away. The Draven, the Skarner, and the Lulu all taken away. But are we going to see another Nami coming in here for Hot Dog McGee?
Hot Dog McGee did really great last game, zoning out the enemy bot lane, just allowing I'm a big tough guy to farm on that Draven. I mean, they have a 40 CS advantage, pretty close to 10 minutes in. Definitely not a bad pick at all. We'll have to see what Weeblet decides to pick in. At least they're not... Indecision has been very indecisive with most of their picks. That Victor, however, instantly locked, and we do see a Gragas pick up.
Good jungle pick, still very strong. And, we'll see what Weeblet can do on that. And we got the Tristana insta-lock for Team Fresh. And are we going to see... Could we see a mid lane Varus there?
I'm not sure. Very surprised. I haven't seen him. He's kind of fallen out of the meta. You don't see a lot of teams run him in the mid lane. Please be Master Yi. This would make me so happy. But we do see the LeBlanc picked up. She did get buffed a little bit, I believe.
Yeah, increase the movement speed on her W.
Yeah, I mean, probably not to the point where she was completely broken before, but I've heard this is actually a very favorable matchup for LeBlanc against Victor. We'll have to see how Kelthice handles it. The Graves being hovered over, haven't seen him in a while. Still very good. Not as good against those tanky champions like Malphite, but a lot of burst to try and deal with that Tristana.
Yeah. So are we going to see a support Lulu, or is it going to be a top lane Lulu?
That's the thing. It could be flexed anywhere. It's got to be top. I can't see them running it anywhere else unless they try and run the infamous Jungle Lulu, coined by my boy Real Life Dude, swears by it. But the Lucian top, possibly, could see it. I do know the Kalista also being banned last game, finally getting back on these comfort picks. Maybe Indecision getting the comfort picks they want as they ban away their kind of second choice.
And there we go, the Kalista and the Trundle. The Trundle gonna go up in that top lane for Summeldon. And I'm a big tough guy, going from Draven right into that Kalista pick.
I do believe these are comfort champions. I'm excited to see the Trundle. You don't get to troll much, but it is definitely locked in. We're gonna have to see what they're gonna go here. I guess it could be Lulu support, but it looks like with the Morgana being picked right now, could go bot lane. Wouldn't be a bad choice, negating the Victor stun, all the Nami CC, as well as the explosive cast, keeping Tristana really safe in that backline. But once again, my big point here, that's protect the 80 carry comp. They do have LeBlanc, however, and the initiation from Malphite to kind of make up for the lack of damage. They have a ton of CC. So I have to see.
That'll be a lot of shields there. Yeah, it is the Janna pick, so a lot of shields coming in from Team Fresh as the Lulu and the Janna are able to put big, shields on either the Tristana or the LeBlanc. LeBlanc's gonna be looking to insta pop either that Victor or that Kalista, and we'll have the Tristana just firing away from the backline.
All right, guys, we'll be right back as soon as the game gets in, and we will be back with Team Indecision versus Team Fresh.
There's something building in the air. I can feel it, I can feel it. It's pressing down on me and I can barely breathe. Oh, can you feel it? And I'm surrounded everywhere. I can feel it, I can feel it. It's creeping up on me, but what I just can't see. Oh, say you feel it. I'm falling into this unknown. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? There's nothing I can do but give in to the just as quickly as it came. It disappears and I'm left lying on the floor, but I still feel it.
more than what it seems. My life is like a roller coaster, trapped inside a dream. I'm over to my place, see how we be getting down. It's a twisted castle, but inside I wear the crown. Take a trip to my house. my house.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Sorry about the delay. A little trouble in champs like there. We are in game here with Indecision versus Team Fresh with bracket H. We have Similodon on Team Indecision on the Trundle. Weeblit bringing in Grogus. Kelthice on the Victor. I'm a big tough guy on Callista. And Hot Dog McGee swinging on the old Nami.
And for Team Fresh, we have Dova Darb in the top lane. Anti-Pro bringing out that interesting Malphite jungle. Kowtow bringing out that LeBlanc mid. Oswald on Tristana in that AD carry position. And my favorite name, I think, Jang Jung bringing out Janna as support lane. And, you know, pretty standard starts to go here. It looks like it's going to be Trundle, Summeladon helping out Weeblit in that bot lane, and then probably TPing top where he's going to face that Lulu.
Well, I'm very curious if they're going to do the double jungle where they get him to take all the jungle damage so that Gragas can just go ahead free of damage. They won't do it and then move on. We do see Lulu going to take the Raptors with the help of LeBlanc there. But they're going to do the double jungle on the side of Indecision. See how long Trundle stays out there. No point in really going to the top lane. But
we don't usually see like double jungling happening when it is standard lanes of like AD carry support and AD carry support in the bot lane. But, you know, if that's what Indecision thinks is what's best right now, that's, you know, all props to them.
it's a very good strategy. It gets your jungler so he doesn't take a lot of damage and clears a little faster. And then you're able to gank. We'll have to see. I'm very curious if Weeblit will go red straight to his Wolves, blue, and then top lane. But a lot of damage being traded in the mid lane there. Kelthice back on the victor after was banned from him last game. We'll have to see if he can take Kowtow all the way into the late game. Scale shot for shot.
And already, this bot lane of I'm a big tough guy and Hot Dog McGee pushing in again against their opponents. They... You know, it seems like they're comfortable shoving their opponents under lane. Oh, Hot Dog McGee just misses that bubble there. If they would have landed that bubble, that could have been a kill going over to Hot Dog McGee.
Indecision doing really well at keeping bot lane warded. They spend a lot of time pushed in, so they have to ward. They have to be careful of those ganks. Especially Malphite can't do as much until he hits 6. He does have the slow, however, but they're definitely being smart about when they push.
Kowtow lands the chains in the mid lane, gets a little damage onto Kelthice, and already huge damage onto Oswald in the bot lane. Wasn't able to rend, or did rend, but it wasn't able to get the kill on Oswald as they're putting out some hurt onto him. One more auto. There is no ignite, or there is an ignite on Hot Dog McGee, so we'll see what happens there. Is huge hurt coming in from that bot lane already.
And they do have the sustain, so they're going to be able to stay in lane with that Nami pick. Hot Dog McGee playing very well on that Nami when knowing when to apply pressure.
Gank from Weeblit already gets the passive out of LeBlanc, and that's about all that's going to happen there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kelthice maybe not following up as quick as he wanted, but they do put damage down. Might force her out of lane, but really with the nerfs to Victor, having that help early game as you don't quite have that early game damage you used to with the nerf to Hex Core. He will have to scale a little better, but we do see them invading the jungle here.
Is Anti-Pro going to go into Summeldon? Anti-Pro caught out, but they've got Kowtow and Dovadarb in the top lane. Weeblit already, Ignite going down. He's going to go down. First Blood going over to Kowtow, but Summeldon gets the return kill. He's on the wrong side of that, though. Is he going to be able to get out? He's got Kelthice for the help here. Anti-Pro looking a little low. Laser coming in, but he gets whimsied away, as I think that's going to be the end of the fight there, as Dovadarb and Anti-Pro sitting low health and low mana on both of them.
They do trade 1-for-1 there. LeBlanc picking up the kill onto the Gragas. I do believe it was her Ignite that picked up the last hit after he flashed. Very good for LeBlanc. Unfortunately, not going to be able to use that buff. Giving it to Summeladon as he picks up the kill back for LeBlanc. Very interesting fight. Didn't look like Kelthice was really ready for that fight. Not sure if they didn't notify him, but definitely could have used him. But 1-for-1, not bad either way.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. We do have Kalista going back, buying that Vamp Scepter first. Very interesting to see if he does go Blade of the Rune King or the Bloodthirster into the Runaan's Hurricane. Only really has to peel the Malphite off of himself. LeBlanc is either going to go in and burst you and get out. There's not going to be much point in building a Blade for that. But the damage coming from the Bloodthirster will give you that shield, help you out with that burst from LeBlanc. Maybe go into a more defensive item, Banshees, be able to keep yourself alive late game.
That top lane already, we're seeing a 20 gold lead, or sorry, not 20 gold lead, 20 CS lead coming in from Summeladon over Dovadarb, and has that blue buff. Oh, well, yeah, still has that blue buff, able to spam out, you know, that bite and all the slows that come with Trundle's kit.
Nice double bubble there by McGee.
And here we go, Anti-Pro and Weeblit gonna meet in the top lane. It looks like both are gonna get, Summeldon's gonna get there first, but Anti-Pro is just gonna leave and get out of there safely. Little action in the top lane. We'll see what happens there. Summeladon already level 6, going to be able to steal, you know, those tank stats, probably eventually from that Malphite.
Yeah, that is the ideal target to steal it from. A lot of trading here going on.
Good damage onto Oswald as the Ren comes out, gets Oswald down to 1/3 health, or a little lower than that, and it's being rough there in the bot lane again.
Yeah, unfortunately the exhaust was on when the Ren was popped, so it did negate a little bit of the damage. Don't think it would have got a kill as Tristana still had heal just in case, but Ignite still sitting in Hot Dog McGee's pocket, probably waiting till they can for sure get a kill. Once Janna hits 6 though, however, she will have that ulti to heal Tristana back up. They do have Eye of the Storm to shield her as well. Very hard to ensure that that Ignite is going to kill.
And Trundle already coming back. His first back comes back with the pickaxe and longsword and some wards there. Kelthice in the mid lane. He gets the gravity field, flashes away. Is Kowtow going to get the kill? No, he returns the kill with the laser. Oh, baits him in on that and gets the kill onto Kowtow.
I believe he had the upgraded laser, so the damage from the Chaos Storm, great gravity field to keep him in spot. Chaos Storm coming down, putting a lot of damage. And then the second proc from having his upgraded laser there, picking up the kill. Great turn there by Kelthice, really knowing that champion. Maybe that is why he has it banned against him. In that top lane, we do see Trundle working towards probably a Tiamat. I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of people building that new Titanic Tiamat towards him. A lot of good damage.
Yeah.
And with that advantage he already has on the Lulu, he's just going to keep shoving her under turret and pushing it more and more.
So right there, that Victor, after that kill, comes back with a Fiendish Codex. He's going to be able to spam out those lasers more and more and get those gravity fields out to get Kowtow when he does Distortion in.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage. You're probably going to work towards the...
Oh, Jangir Jung. Oh, huge damage coming in from Hot Dog McGee. And I'm a big tough guy. That's a beautiful bubble coming in from Hot Dog McGee. And they're going to look for Dragon here as they secure that kill onto Janna.
Yeah, a lot of damage. They do have the teleport available from both top laners, but having the mana advantage, this should be pretty free for Indecision, as they do have the Callista. Basically a pocket smite. We'll have to see if they choose to use it. Of course, he does use the Ren to secure the dragon. Great first dragon, great bubble there. And that's just, I'm a big tough guy and Hot Dog McGee putting a lot of pressure in that bot lane again. But we'll have to see. We do see Lulu starting to build some MR. It looks like she's going to try and head towards that Chalice. Morello's might have been a better option to get, especially against
Here comes Anti-Pro. Unstoppable Force comes in. Lulu ults, and there's Kowtow. Might pick up the kill with the chain. Does. Gets the kill on the Summeldon. Gank coming in there, and no wards from Summeldon, and they are looking to get this top tower. First tower of the game. They got a big minion wave there, and I think they're going to be able to put out enough damage onto this tower to secure it.
Yeah, very good play by Team Fresh, noticing that they did have to give up the dragon for free, but making a play, not just sitting around and being like, oh, we lost dragon, we'll get the next one. They notice that all four are bot. Trundle is top, he's pushed, he doesn't have the wards, and they capitalize on that. They punish him, and it's just a great pick. They get the tower, and they get a kill. Definitely in favor there for Team Fresh, keeping themselves in this game.
Kelthice not choosing to roam. He's just putting damage down on the mid lane. Has that blue buff, so he's able to spam out those lasers, do that wave clear that he needs to do. And even though Kowtow got that kill in the top lane, is able to get that CS lead, which, you know, almost at 30 gold, almost equals to a kill.
Yeah, it's very good. They have put down a lot of damage. He does go for the Blade of the Rune King in this bot lane, up 30 CS, going to be able to punish that. Hot Dog McGee again, pretty much just solo pushing the bot lane away, keeping I'm a big tough guy free, getting rid of the experience. They're going to shove the turret and then put a lot of pressure, keeping that advantage there. Trundle does have the Tiamat now, going to shove that Lulu down. She does finish the Chalice. Not the MR, not going to do a lot for her there. Will give her the CDR eventually, be able to shield and keep that Tristana alive a lot longer.
Huge, yeah, interesting Chalice build there, especially when you already have the Tiamat onto Summeldon, but mana's also important, so Jangir Jung going aggressive there, but a lot of damage returned from I'm a big tough guy, and it's not looking pretty in the bot lane there. Bilgewater Cutlass and two Speed Daggers coming in for I'm a big tough guy.
They have a lot of vision. It looks like Gragas is going to come here. He is there for the counter gank, but Malphite is caught out. Great, caught up by the Sentinel and the Ward there. The whole team collapsing. The bubble does miss, however. Tidal Wave coming through, knocking up the entire team. TP's coming in from both top laners respectively. Unstoppable Force only hitting Weeblet. They're putting down a lot of damage. We're going to have to see that LeBlanc comes in from the back, tries to double combo Gragas, but he does get out alive. A lot of damage. Big Tough Guy flashes over the wall. Similidon using his ult on Lulu, chasing her down. A lot of damage going down. We'll have to see if Oswald and Jangdir Jung can get away from this.
And it doesn't look like Indecision is going to choose to tower dive this. They're just going to push the lane, maybe get a tower here. But no, Qualifiers goes back to that mid lane. They do have Similidon here, ready to put down that damage. Get close. That tower's almost done, and yeah, they're able to just.
I'm a big tough guy. I'm a big tough guy, tanking a lot of damage there. Thankfully, helped out with E, keeping them up. They do get it without the creep wave, but a lot of great kills there. Weeblet barely getting out there as the LeBlanc just missed her replicated distortion, not able to pick up that kill. He walks away, and that was a great 2 kill pickup there from Indecision, just giving themselves that advantage and getting another turret out of it.
And they were also able to get the mid lane turret there, somewhere in there.
I think just before the Malphite went down, and there was just great ward coverage from Indecision again. With that Sentinel going up the river, they have a pink ward in the little river brush there on top of the blue buff in the red side jungle. Just doing great, making these catches. They did see Malphite coming down as they were ready to tower dive with that Gragas. Calcice coming down, and they just converted on that vision, and that's really what's giving them the advantages in these last 2 games.
Yeah, Dovadarb and Kowtow just trying to push down that mid lane, get that mid lane down so they can have that map presence there from that mid lane tower being down that, you know, Indecision already has. So, and if look at the mini map there, Indecision with 3 pink wards around that bottom half of the map, one up there by Baron. There we go, another tower in from Indecision, fighting the top lane, Weeblet and Similidon on Dovadarb. And are they going to be able to get him down? No, misses the... Oh, ult coming out, explosive cask. They're just going to chase Dovadarb down. Who is going to get the kill here? Dovadarb putting up a good fight, has the slows from the Glitter Lance, but Similidon has got the chomp, the slow, they're the kill, and Weeblet still getting the assist from there. Here we go, Anti-Pro coming around in the bot lane, drops a ward. Are we going to see that unstoppable force from him in the mid lane? As Weeblet ganking the mid lane with Similidon, and LeBlanc's just going to get away, and they're going to push down, 3-man push mid.
No explosive cast available there as they did use it to get the top, but they do push LeBlanc out of the lane, and that just allows them to push in on this middle turret. Great kind of pressure coming out from Indecision. Might be able to catch a Malphite ulti here.
Malphite ult coming out, hitting 2. Here comes Kowtow. Doesn't have a lot of damage already. Here comes the tidal wave, knocks off Anti-Pro. Anti-Pro is going to go down to minions eventually, I think, here as Oswald gets caught out with that Chaos Storm coming in from the Victor. Double kill going over to I'm a big tough guy, getting that Lulu and that Janna, and they're going to be able to push mid now, as I think they're going to be able to get mid tower here and then go off and do that dragon.
Yeah, it should be a pretty easy pickup for them. They had already got it low before that fight broke out. Pretty good Malphite ulti, catching out 2 targets, but not the priority targets he wanted. Victor not being hit in that ulti, as well as Callista, and they're putting down a lot of damage. I'm a big tough guy, 4-0-1 now. He's very far ahead of the Tristana and farm, very far ahead in gold, and it's just the same story as last game. Their bot lane is just very dominant. They don't have to put jungle pressure down there. When they do, it's usually a counter gank, and it's really putting them ahead.
That one Draven ban is, you know, it's not enough, I don't think, for this bot lane. This bot lane is really, you know, the carrying force of Indecision there. You know, the Bjergs into TSM, the double lift to CLG, you know, those carry forces, I think, and that's this I'm a big tough guy in Hot Dog McGee, especially after these first 2 games.
I feel like they thought that maybe the Draven was their main AD carry as they did ban it, seeing their last game, but the Callista and the Victor were both banned last game away from Indecision, but they look very comfortable in the champions. Calcice doing very well against that LeBlanc. He's already up 37 CS. He's 2-0-3, doing very well for himself. I'm a big tough guy, 4-0-1, starting to work towards that Runan's Hurricane. maybe these are the comfort champions. Maybe miscommunication. They're just trying to ban from what they saw last game.
Yeah.
Not really working out for them so far, but you can't count them out of the game yet.
And there is, like, one thing we haven't touched on is that big lead is... Oh, no, here we go. Summeldon going on to Jangir Jung, but as Oswald and Antepro show up, they, just back off. Summeldon backs off, doesn't want to fight here. As Team Indecision pushes up mid lane, there's no Indecision in this play. They want this mid lane. They want to get that inhibitor. Huge damage coming in from just one of those Victor lasers, as almost half health that kowtows LeBlanc. And I'm a big tough guy, split pushing that bot lane. We'll see some rotations from here, from Indecisive down to that bot lane. Are they going to be able to get this tower? As Lulu's in the top lane, backing now, and kowtow in that mid lane, just trying to fend off that wave, get those farms, and this looks like an uncontested tower. Jangir Jung going in is just going to get caught out there. Heal's going to go over to Weeblit as Tidal Wave comes in, knocks up Oswald. Weeblit, nice explosive cast, knocks Oswald forward towards the team, but just not enough players there to capitalize on anything there as they push in for this inhibitor tower.
There's just not a lot they could have done. Lulu and LeBlanc were not even at the bot lane turret. Janna getting caught out a little bit, and with the pick potential they do have with the Nami bubble, the Gragas ulti, the gravity field, they have to be very careful. As soon as the Kalista ulti comes out, throws in someone, knocks them up, the follow-up CC is enough to lock them down. And it almost looks like Team Fresh is not really sure what to do at this point. Team Indecision looking very decisive in this game.
Yeah, that's true. They're just waiting in the jungle here. Waiting for... Ooh, they got the timer on the blue buff. They're going to steal that away. That's not going over to kowtow or Dovadarb anytime soon. They've got that to the timer. And look at the ward coverage in that bottom side of the jungler there as,
That's exactly what they need to do. When you're pushing in those lanes, they have the map control. They had both Tier 1 and Tier 2 mid turrets down. They start putting wards down in the jungle so that when they move to that Tier 2 bot turret, they know if they're going to get flanked. And that's something they have to be careful with the Malphite's unstoppable force. Now they're going to do the same thing. They're going to rotate top. They have that Tier 2. Put down a lot of wards in there. And they already have their Aegis to negate a lot of that LeBlanc and Lulu damage. Gonna help out the team with that aura.
Yeah, that aura is nice. Huge damage onto kowtow just coming in from Hot Dog McGee. And Antipro is gonna have to back off here as he doesn't want to get caught facing those three.
They do pick up the turret. I'm a big tough guy getting it. They might just back off here. Dragon not up in a while, but Baron is coming up in 15 seconds with the Blade of the Rune King on the Kalista. They are far enough ahead. They could take it again this game very early. They have all the Tier 1s, all the Tier 2s. Now it's just about getting that team to commit to something, pull them out of their base, ace them, and push in for the inhibitor.
Yeah, and Kelthais was already doing a lot of damage with those Victor lasers and has now gone back, completed the Morellonomicon as well as the Sorcerer Boots. He's going to be putting out some major damage there from that Victor. It's going to be tough, especially with no real MR coming out besides that Athene's Unholy Grail coming in from Dovadarb, but no Aegis, nothing coming out from no real tank stats really besides the Malphite coming in from Team Fresh.
The problem is they don't have the gold right now to afford anything. We do see kowtow going on Kelthais, good poke, but the body slam goes out.
Antipro knocks up I'm a big tough guy. Teleport coming in from Dovadarb, gets there. Chaos Storm immediately onto Dovadarb, knocked up from the thing, and Summeldon gets killed out by... Summeldon kills Antipro as Jangir Jung, kowtow, and Oswald are running away. Here's Summeldon coming on the backline. Can he get the slow on one of these? No, he's just going to back off, and it looks like Indecision's looking for that Baron. They're going to clear out some wards here, and might be looking for that early 22, 21 minute Baron.
Honestly, shouldn't even be a problem. They've taken out the Malphite. The Smite isn't an option. They have Kalista, who has the Rend, which is going to do more than the Smite anyways. kowtow might be able to burst out somebody to kind of clear them off the Baron. But besides that, they're hopeless, and Kelthais picks him off, waiting in the bush. Great laser, uses a Q, pops the Kalista before she can do anything.
And it's going to be hard to steal with no jungler here, just a Janna, just a Tristana, and Kelthais. Or sorry, I'm a big tough guy with the Ren. They're going to secure that barrier and hopefully push down and get an inhibitor tower here real soon, so they have that pressure on the map as well.
21 minute, almost is a 13k gold lead. Team Fresh gotta look for something to pick off somebody, get some wards down. They have to hide in their base. They're gonna give up the 3rd dragon for free, as Indecision are gonna just walk straight to it. If they get caught out there, they're gonna have to give up a bunch of their base. Next fight might be the last one in this game.
Yeah, this game is looking over quick. 13 gold lead at 20 minutes is hard to come back from 6 towers to 1. Just good rotations all across the map coming in from Indecision as they're looking to go 2-0 already in this qualifying round.
They don't exactly have the wave management. Top lane might start pushing for them a little bit. They'll probably get dragged, get bottom, get mid pushing, then Smillet on top possibly, get that going since he doesn't have TP available, sorry, he probably won't. And Callista ult flashes.
Just misses the bubble onto Lulu as they disengage there. Good disengage coming in from Team Fresh, but Indecision's just going to push that mid lane, hopefully get that tower. We'll see what they do here. Both of top and bot lanes are pushing. Does Weeblit have Anti-Pro caught out here? We'll see. Gets smited. Gets the slow from his explosive cast back into the team. Anti-Pro looking to go down here, and he doesn't even, just gets his off as he gets his unstoppable force off as he dies, but that's not really going to do much.
But that just shows how confident Indecisive is. You see the AD carry ult and flash into their team. They just want to end this game. They know they have the power spikes to do it. They just have to wait for the right time. And I'm very curious if LeBlanc has enough damage to take him down. The tidal wave does come out.
Good disengage there coming in from Indecision, even though there's not a lot of damage coming out from Team Fresh. They're just going to let I'm a big tough guy and Baron and Howard minions do all the damage. There we go. Kill going on to I'm a big tough guy on the Lulu, and the Janna goes down as well, and they're just going to back off and hopefully go to that top lane as a huge minion wave is coming up there, and yeah, that's going to be another tower and then probably another inhibitor as things are looking pretty bleak for Team Fresh.
They're just so tanky. They tank the turrets, they get the kills, they immediately turn it into objectives. They're backing off now, which is probably smart. They do have the Malphite coming up. You don't want to overextend and risk throwing the game, doing something silly. This game is honestly in their pocket, and it's their game to lose at this point. We'll have to see. Just clear out the ward there, putting the pink down. Gonna steal the Raptor cam. We'll have to see if he smites just to steal the vision.
Just more vision. And Anti-Pro comes in. Is he gonna be able to get that? Oh no, it's still not down, but he's caught out. Kill going over to I'm a big tough guy. Just an interesting fight over the Raptor camp there, and I think that, you know, kind of summarizes.
Trying to assert dominance, saying, "Hey, this is my jungle. Get out of here!" But with backup, he's got to be very careful. I mean, Trundle at this point, he does pick up the, I think it's just a Ravenous Hydra with his item. Oh, Chaos Storm laser body slam. See ya later.
But I'm a big tough guy with that Blade of the Rune King, that Rune's Hurricane, is able to chase down people very easily. Has huge damage coming in. Hot Dog McGee lands the bubble on Dogador, and that's a release Ren stack, and there we go. Godlike on I'm a big tough guy. Anti-Pro trying to 1v2 Weeblit and Kelphice, but he's going to go down. Triple kill going over to I'm a big tough guy as Indecision looking to end this game at 25 minutes. This is 2 pretty clean games coming in from them.
Yeah, a lot of just great play from this team, putting a lot of damage down. They keep their wards up, they have great vision, and they've won lane phase both games, and that's really just pushing them into the victories.
Yeah, here we go. Ends the game 20 kills to 2 as Indecision capes their second game of the night with a win there against Team Fresh. Good game.
Yeah, putting them 2-0 on the night. Team Fresh just falling a little far behind, and Indecision making a lot of great rotations and putting the team in a spot where they really couldn't do anything. They tried to make plays, they couldn't win the fights. They kept just running at them and it wasn't working. But we'll have to see. We're going to be running our third game here soon. I believe we have Team Iron Wings versus Team Indecision coming up on the stream. So please stay tuned. We'll get that game started as soon as possible.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and enjoy the break.